Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The link also.
Who you got, Jared?
I got a bye week. I'm be waiting on y'all. Setting up some team visits.
You got some commitments?
I ain't got no commitments, but a couple of the prospects narrowed me down into the top 5 so I can get them in.
Oh, you got some. Oh, okay.
Guys, let's tee this one up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available. And
no, the niggas was coming.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Coastal Carolina.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Basco. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy.
That nigga wasn't even looking. Are you kidding me? Oh, we on the road. The crowd must be getting to him.
Good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Smashes through. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll ride the hot hand. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Touchdown, Coastal! They grab the early lead.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Temple lines up quickly. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Got his man! And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Second down coming up. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it with Wilson. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Might as well give it to him again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Fires on the move. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Owls.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
This guy can throw it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and for.
Picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Temple lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's Simon. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
His defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up.
7-7, nigga. 7-7.
Defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution.
What's your score? Did you get a win? All right, that feels good. It's a minute to go in the half.
And the extra point is,
And I just scored, but this team 0-2, and they sent in the house to me, dog.
Let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, it's Simon. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Temple lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
He wants to throw. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man,
This nigga just kicked a 60-yard field goal
he sails it through.
before halftime.
Kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard
10 to 14.
every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to pass it.
Dog. My quarterback been sacked like 6 times. Oh, they just doubled me up. The double up, nigga, before halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's
Shut the fucking mouth.
not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush. But, man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Back to throw, it's Simon. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Get the ball. Go in the end zone. God damn it, man.
Defense to scoop it up. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Temple lines up quickly.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to you.
Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Adams. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They'll give it to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the air, it's Simon. He's got it. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Coming after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
What's your score, D? You in the fourth quarter?
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out.
He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down. Temple lines up quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to pass, it's Simon. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the shot to clears will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Snags it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score.
Nigga, they just scored a touchdown. They just scored a touchdown off a tip pass that I deflected, and then got the onside kickback. 20-28. And what, a minute and 19 seconds to go on the 4th.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one.
Going for it all. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock.
Damn,
If you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin.
All right, now it's over. God damn it. 24 seconds left.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the offense, clock stopped with 21 seconds left. To the air, it's Simon. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Coastal. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like to just keep it in the back of your mind.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. He's looking for an open man on second down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him.
That was a tough game.
End zone, safety, baby.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them.
He caught that fucking tip pass.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now